Hello to all of the players, Matt's fans. Matt asked me to film a little video for you guys because he thinks it's too good to come back to Malaysia and play golf with me now. No, I'm just kidding. But you see this fly right here? But yeah, anyway, today I'm going to be filming a little video for you guys regarding statistics because I get a lot of questions about what I keep as stats on my scorecard and what I'm writing and what I'm trying to gain from writing this and how I interpret every single thing that I write. So I thought I'd share a little video with you guys and I hope you guys enjoy it. So today I wanted to discuss statistics. I feel like statistics is one of those controversial things where some people find them to be very beneficial and some people find them to be a waste of time. I feel like there are solid points for both sides of the argument, so let's talk a little bit about how statistics can be used to actually improve your game and how I personally use it as a professional golfer. Throughout this video, I will be showing my statistics at the side of the screen, so as we go on, you should be able to get a clearer view of what I keep track of, how I use that, and why I think these data points are important for my improvement. Before I move on, since this is a matte video, let's make it matte fashion. So make sure you smash that thumbs up button or you're gonna miss all the 3-footers in your next round. In my humble opinion, statistics can be very beneficial, but depending on the level of golf that you play, you might have to keep different kinds of statistics. So personally, as a professional golfer, I will go into a lot more detail with regards to what I keep statistically because for me, it's a game of inches. Everybody on the tour can hit the golf ball. Everybody on the tour has shot low scores before. Therefore, it comes to the nitty-gritty at my level. However, if you are a weekend golfer, for instance, you might not need to keep that much detailed statistics. I think we need to be a little bit realistic as well. How much time are you actually going to invest to improve? If you are not going to invest that much time to improve, keeping statistics is probably not going to do anything for your game. The purpose of keeping statistics is to know what you need to work on so that you can work on that part of the game and therefore improve your scoring. So this is what I've wrote. So for the first hole, obviously I hit a 3-wood of the tee. So that's important to note as well because obviously if you're not hitting a 3-wood of the tee, but you only keep fairway stats and you don't know which is a driver and which is a 3-wood, and if you're missing a lot of fairways but you're not actually hitting a driver, then you're actually looking at the wrong club to be working on. So I always note down what club I'm hitting off the tee if it's not a driver. For my second shot, I still had 300 plus, so obviously it was just a layup. Third shot, I was hitting 111 yards, and this is always after slope for me. I will always put the distance after the slope, and I used the pitching wedge, how far I had for my first putt and how far I had for my second putt. Also, if you guys look at the right side of this hole, it's where a lot of you guys, I've met so many people who are like, I watched that one video that you did with Matt and you were on the right side slope and you hit a draw and it was like the most amazing shot that I've ever seen. I think it's pretty funny because I've not hit on the right side here for a long time, but somehow today I gravitated towards the right side again. So personally, I feel like if you use an app to track your statistics, which there are many out there in the market, if you do use an app, you can definitely keep more detailed statistics. So over there, for instance, I was hitting the second shot from the rough. I was also hitting a 6-iron trying to go around the tree. So even though I did not hit the green, which a common mistake could be to just simply blame it on the approach shot, you can see how the tee shot was actually to blame here because it gave me a less than ideal position, not the easiest lie from the rough, and I was also trying to cut the ball around the tree. So not keeping detailed statistics, for instance not stating the fact that you're hitting from the rough from an uneven lie, could potentially skew the data that you're trying to collect. This is also because just because you miss a fairway, like the data would state that you missed the fairway and missed the green, you might not potentially know which one was more costly for your score on a certain hole. So in that instance, I feel like the drive was more costly than the approach shot because the drive left the approach shot in a less than ideal position. There are also many instances where you can miss a drive and you still have a direct angle to the pin, which therefore it does not really affect your approach shot. So I think that these are important details that you can get from using something like a statistics app, but like I said previously as well, depending on your level of play, this might not be something that you need. So in my personal opinion, I don't think anybody above a handicap of 20 really needs to keep that much statistics. Personally, I feel like this is because you're at the level where your golf swing in itself is not very consistent yet, and therefore keeping statistics might not be very helpful. Statistics not only helps you identify your weak points, but they can also identify if you need help in terms of course management. So you might be thinking, how can statistics help you with course management? So the app that I use, and if you pay for detailed statistics app, it's likely going to ask you to keep track of this. So what this is keeping track of is not only where your target is, but how often you are actually hitting towards your target. So I think this hole is a perfect example. I hit exactly the target that I wanted to hit with the club that I thought was correct. However, I flew the green and left myself short-sighted. So over here, it could be very easy to just interpret that as, oh, you hit a bad shot and that's why you missed the green and you cost yourself a bogey. However, collecting the proper data should show that what I needed to work on based on this instance is my distance control. I might just be hitting the ball 3 to 5 yards further than I was before, and this can definitely make a huge difference, especially for a pin position like today's. So being able to analyze and know this factor can help me make better decisions in the future, especially for a pin position like this, where there's not much green past the pin. It was definitely better to be short of the pin in this situation. So although I said that depending on your handicap level, statistics might be something that's important to you or something that's not as important, I think that everybody can benefit from keeping putting statistics. So very simply, I think what you need to keep track of is how long your putts are and obviously how many attempts it takes for you to be able to putt it in the hole. If your handicap is still 36 and you're not able to make consistent contact with the ball, it is going to be very hard to keep track of statistics such as how many fairways you hit, how many greens you hit, just because there is still that unpredictability in your golf swing. So at that level, most statistics are just going to show you that you have an inconsistent golf swing and you need to work on the technicality of your swing. However, if you think about it technically wise, it would definitely be much easier to be able to master a putting stroke than a golf swing because a golf swing has so many intricate details to it. Being able to repeatedly roll the rock, like they call it, is going to be much easier than being able to consistently hit drives 250 yards down the center of the fairway. And I think that no matter your level, getting better at putting is going to be beneficial for you. Statistically, if it's showing you that, for instance, when you have a 60-footer, you're able to get it within 3-4 feet of the hole, however, then maybe if you miss that 3 or 4 footer, it'll be very easy to see that you need to work on short putts. However, if you're always leaving yourself with 12 footers, 10 footers, and you can even see the trend if you tend to leave it short or if you tend to leave it over, this helps you give a gauge of what you need to work on with your putting. So whether that be speed control, whether that be your actual stroke, whether that be pressure putts, I think being able to determine and identify this is definitely going to help with your putting. And it doesn't matter what level you are, if you get better at your putting, you're definitely going to shoot better scores.